full range split squat is one of the most bang for your buck exercises if you are looking to improve strength and get more flexible. So you're getting much more mobile from this position. So that's part of why I like to do it with so much volume, especially with something like 10 sets of 5 dense style, because you get to focus on the form, but at the same time get a decent amount of weight, and you're getting tons of adaptation because of so much volume and so much good rep quality while still adding a good bit of weight. This just makes you exponentially more athletic. You're getting more flexible, every rep on this back leg, because you're getting a big hip flexor stretch here, but you're doing it through length because you're still using this leg to come up as you kick it into the ground, keeping it straight. You're strengthening this hip flexor here from a stretch position, keeping the back up, getting a big stretch here. This leg is getting a full squat, so we're getting lots of adaptation there. And if you wanted to, you could also make this into a bigger calf stretch. You see my heel's not touching the ground here, so I'm also stretching the calf if I wanted to. I'm gonna use this for stability because I'm doing so many reps. But there's a lot of benefits to this exercise. That's one of the reasons, again, as I said, why I like to do them. Why I like to do these in high volume. And you can regress this to any difficulty, right? Most people actually have to start here around 6 inches to a foot of elevation. This is probably a little bit more than a foot. But yeah, the most I recommend using is maybe like anything above 16 inches starts to get a little bit difficult to even get into. So I'd recommend, if you have to start there, maybe start with other exercises. But you will still get a lot of adaptation just working at whatever level you can do perfect form with. So perfect form is going to be something like a straight line from here to the toe over there, keeping the back straight. You want the back almost about 90 degrees here to the leg. And then as you progress your mobility, you can start taking it down flatter ground. Something very, very helpful is even just adding some upper body assistance. So let's say if you're to start today, most people could get into this using some sort of assistant, hanging on to somebody or hanging on to some poles here, hanging onto the bar at your squat rack, and coming down here into that same form here, complete straight knee to toe line, the back as straight as you can possibly do it, and then using assistance to get back up, keeping the back straight throughout the entire movement. So you'll know if it's too much weight because you'll have to go forward before you come up. You're taking pressure off the knees. If you're able to keep that back straight throughout the entire time, you know you're good. With weight, you can then start adding some weight. Even if you have to elevate the front foot, as long as your knee is pain-free here, you'll be able to tell again if you're using too much weight because of a lean forward. But as long as you're not leaning forward and you're doing this perfect form, that is the weight you need. Now, of course, you always want to, we preach this a lot in Athletic Tooth Group because it's so important to pursue higher quality of movement when it comes to longevity over simply pursuing the weight. So prioritize the quality of your movement, prioritize your form, have somebody else check your form. I like to record myself so I can see if my form is good. This is a big part of progressing and making your body more injury resilient, is dominating those movements, getting strong through a lengthened position. So yeah, it's like one of the best moves for improving your mobility and squatting. So I'm gonna do 10 sets of 5 here. I'm gonna just talk to you guys because this is the first time doing it, 10 sets of 5 each leg in 20 minutes in a while. This workout was one of the best ones for shaping my legs, for just like getting in shape, doing these 10 sets of 5, but it's been a while since I've done it. And I was kind of trying to check it out, so I'm like, I'm just gonna record it, keep myself accountable, and hopefully bring some value to your lives for today. So this is just one part of my workout. I just got done doing tibialis raises, some knee over toe calf raises. Those bent knee calf raises are great. And I also did Nordics, 3 sets of each one of those. I'm gonna now do my split squats, and then I'm gonna do some cloak-off squats, 10 sets of 2, one of them being the front squat, the other one being the back squat, controlling the descent for 10 seconds on the way down, as slow as possible. and then holding for 2 seconds at the bottom before then coming up. So this is gonna be part of my workout today, just trying to get stronger knees, tons of volume. So I'm gonna do these split squats. It took me a while to work up to 40 pounds on the 10x5, but I'm gonna start there. I can do more weight now, but I've really been focusing more on intensity with the split squat lately than volume. So this will be a nice little challenge for my cardio and my endurance and my grip. Oh, my back leg is hitting the ground there. See, it means I need to back up a little bit and squeeze my back glute more. Squeezing the back glutes helps you keep that leg straight. Some more already. Oh man, what did I sign up for? Guess there's a reason my body was dreading it. These bad memories. I might get as lean as I used to back then just doing this. I was like 6.5% body fat. I think a big part of it was just attributed to sledding like 10 minutes a day. Doing dense style training like this, it can get pretty high intensity. Your body gets tired of turning up the intensity sometimes. It's good to go back to volume. Your mind's gonna resist it. Now let's just keep pushing numbers, but if you can force yourself to do some volume work, it strengthens the mind. You also build a good bit of muscle this way. Getting in all these repetitions. And it's a nice adaptation for the body. I've been doing a lot of intensity the past maybe 2-3 months. And I think my body was kind of asking for this volume, but in my head I'm like, man. I'm probably gonna do just 10 sets of 2 like I said on the full-off squats, so I guess that's intensity too, but that eccentric control, that's a lot of time under tension. That's good stuff. And I'm not gonna go super heavy on the full-off squats. on lighter on those dumbbells, but we'll see. It's only round 3. Really useful tip, at least for me in my journey, has been start with your non-dominant leg. If you're trying to correct an imbalance, end on your non-dominant leg. The purpose of starting on it is to see how that leg is feeling for the day. Rate your rate of perceived effort on that non-dominant leg. Make sure you can match that on your dominant leg. But don't go off balance. Don't do more on one leg than the other. That's why you want to start on that non-dominant. And then if you're trying to correct an imbalance, end on that leg as well, because then you get an extra set on that leg. And over time, with all these extra sets, the other leg's gonna catch up and get more time under tension, more volume on those muscles. Sheesh. Wow. Yeah, my body's not used to pitching this volume. Just deconditioned from a few months of training for intensity and not volume. But I'll catch back up to it. I just have to be patient and consistent. That's all it takes. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna take these off. I got to. You see my form starting to slip already. Gotta prioritize form. focus. I needed to get this volume back in. I'll be back to 40 in no time. Next week I'll just start with 30. We'll go from there. Gotta build up that tolerance again. Gotta build up that endurance. Oh. Jesus. Time to catch up. Time to catch back up. Endurance is built on the basis of strength, but you also have to train endurance if you're going to keep it up, if you're going to keep up those gains. So I'm definitely far stronger than I used to be, and this is a lot harder than I could do. Just no problem with 40 pounds before. I wouldn't say no problem, like I was pretty gassed, but I could do it. Now I had to go down to 25. That's just proof you still gotta train endurance. I will say I love doing sprints, but I've gotten away from that too. I guess just being sick. I got bit by a tick there and there, and 2 more on my legs. Well, 3 on my legs, and didn't feel very good, so I had to take some antibiotics. And past weeks, I wouldn't say they've been rough. It just haven't had as much energy as I normally do. So my workouts have been lacking a little bit. Can definitely feel it today. This is good. I can start building back the strength and then surpass it with more volume like this. So you just gotta see the potential. Whatever you're not good at, get good at it. That's how you get stronger. And throughout your weightlifting journey, that's going to vary, because you're going to focus on different things at one time, and you can't focus on everything at once. And if you can, power to you, but that's not going to work for most people. So take it one focus at a time. Whatever you're lacking in at that time, get really good at that. And that lacking thing, it's gonna change a lot, because we have to focus on different things at one time. You're only as strong as your weakest link, so keep working at those things, getting good at them, and progress will come. That's what I've learned so far, basically. Oh geez, time to go back. All right, I got 4 more. So that was tougher than I remember. Like I was saying, definitely the difference in training, strength and endurance, even though your strength is the basis for endurance, it's a little difference training. Your body adapts differently, and you're really good at one, and you start chasing the other until you're not so good at the one you were good at. So for me, I was really good at endurance. I was getting 40 pounds for 10 sets of 5 in 20 minutes without a problem. When I was going through dents, I was a lot leaner. And then I started chasing strength. I put on a good 30 pounds of muscle, 10 pounds of fat. Yeah, so about 40 pounds total. It definitely improved my strength, but I can feel my endurance isn't as good as it used to be. A lot of that's because I haven't been doing as many breathing exercises. That's huge for endurance. I remember back then I was on top of it and I was killing it endurance-wise. Now it's a little bit less muscular endurance-wise, but I'm gonna get back up to it. I'm gonna make my goal to first get up to 40 and then go up to 50 with those. But yeah, it's a great workout and you get tons of adaptation. So if you're looking to get more flexible while getting stronger in knees, this is one of the best exercises for that, and for getting stronger and longer hip flexors as well. So yeah, and I would again recommend starting out at whatever level you can do with perfect form without pain. It doesn't mean like fully without pain, no more than a 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. So best place to start is with assistance and that front foot elevated, so you can get full hamstring over calf coverage, and then progress from there. I'm going to do some couch stretch because I really needed to loosen up these quads and hip flexors a little bit more, and I'm going to get into some squats, slow tempo squats.